Draw us close to you. Make our hearts anew. Lord, send your spirit and fall afresh on us. Fill us with your power, Lord, and fill us with your...
I think that the way we grow most in human life is by failures. That when we fail, you figure out why you failed, figure out what went on, and so failure is the major way to learn. Would to God you and I could learn by information, okay? But we don't, okay? I think as a youngster, one of the things my mother told me when I was a little tiny boy was that the stove was hot. We used to spend vacations in Canada, and there were big metal stoves that you filled with wood, and so the whole thing was, hot. So anyway, my mother told me it was hot. And I noticed over a period of years that adults really like to gather around the stove, and they all visit and everything. I thought there was something about the stove my mother might be keeping from me. So I went into the kitchen and touched it. It's hot. She was right. It's hot, But the fact of the matter is, I think we learn mainly by mistakes, okay? And I think you just have to admit that, but having admitted it, don't let a mistake pass that you haven't learned by. Some people are so embarrassed by their mistakes that they deny them. But if you deny your mistake, you can't learn by it. You have to admit, this is mine, this is wrong, and this is what would make it right. It's never going to be wrong again. That's the way you go. Okay, it's a process. And I mentioned to you before that one of the great privileges of being a human being is you have an absolute right to be wrong. One of the things that separates us from the angels is they cannot change their mind. That's their problem. You and I can always repent and change. Okay? Don't give up that privilege.
Draw us close to you. Make our hearts anew. Lord, send your spirit and fall afresh on